Well, AEW Double or Nothing was last night, and as we expected, man, lots of stuff happened. Now, obviously, I did not personally go out of my way to watch this show, solely because it starts at fucking 1 a.m. for me. I will not stay awake until that time, unless it's for one night of WrestleMania, because I can only do one night. I can't do both nights. And if I'm feeling a bit frisky, I'll do it for the Rumble, right? But I did catch a lot of things online, because at the end of the day, lots of people post stuff, especially after AEW shows, because AEW, man, is under a fucking microscope, and everybody's ready with their screen recorders and their phones to catch something, right? Now, I have a list here of things that I want to talk about, things that I've come across online, clips, whatever. One thing is positive, crazy, I know, and the rest is obviously negative, right? We've got MJF, which we'll get to shortly, and I don't... Man, MJF has fallen off so much, but we'll start with the positive thing. Man. Swerve Strickland. I know. I'm saying something positive about Swerve, and I need to adjust that. I'm a sucker for nostalgia, man. And sometimes when people go out their way to pay homage to something that I'm a big fan of, I tend to mark out and pop for it. Now, if you saw Swerve's entrance, I don't know if it was Nana or someone doing the whole Warriors, you know, that shit, right? And then Swerve comes out, man, and he's got the red vest with the logo on the back, and I'm just marking out, man, because I'm a fan. Now, if you have not gone out of your way, if you have not played this fucking game, please go and buy a PlayStation 2 or an OG Xbox and play that game, right? I know there's a movie, right? I've watched the movie, but I played the game before watching the movie, and the game has so much more detail and depth and character development that I simply can't appreciate the movie for what it is because I played the game first. But yeah, that's my positive take for Double or Nothing, man. Swerve popped me. I'm a big fan of the Warriors. It's probably one of my favourite games of all time. So good for Swerve, man. You know what I mean? You rep the Coney boys, man. You do that. But now that the positivity is over, let's talk about all the negative stuff. So Edge said that one of the reasons why he wasn't really happy in WWE is because they were turning down a lot of the things he was pitching. One of those things he was pitching was Gangrel, right? Everybody said no to Edge for Gangrel. I think he wanted him for WrestleMania 39 or something. And, yeah. Edge is in AEW, and what does he do? He brings back Gangrel. This ain't the 90s anymore, man. Nobody wants Gangrel, right? But Edge should not be, and I'm going to call him Edge, I don't care. Edge should not be playing these dark and twisted characters, okay? I don't think it suits him. What suits Edge is the rated R superstar, the ultimate opportunist. That's the Edge I know. That's the Edge I want. Unfortunately, I'm never going to get that Edge because Edge wants to do other things, right? And good for him, cool, whatever. But it ain't working, right? He's tried it in WWE. He came out to the music, the lighting, the fire, and he'd done it a couple of times. And it was a nostalgia pop, but this nobody wants this from Edge. Nobody wants it from him. If anybody wants anything from him, It's the ultimate opportunist, that conniving, slimy motherfucker that you hate. That's what you want from Edge. But Edge apparently doesn't want to do that. Now, obviously, when he first came back he came back at the Rumble 2020, obviously he can't do that. He just come back from retirement. He needs to be big babyface. Over time, though, you can turn him heel, and he can go back to what he was. Unfortunately, that never happened, and unfortunately, it's never going to happen now, because he wants to do his goofy bullshit. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Whatever. The big three I've written down for here, the big three. Not Swerve. Will Ospreay, Mercedes Moné, and Kazuchika Okada all now have championships. Okada is the Continental Crown champion. Mercedes Moné is the TBS champion. And Will Ospreay is the All-Atlantic champion. I had to think about those to make sure I got them right, because they have so many belts. But all these guys, Tony signed for big money, and I said months ago, long before they all debuted, when it was all rumoured, that they would all flop, right? And for Will, I don't think it's any fault of his own, even though he's been making himself look like a complete fucking idiot recently, which I'll get into in a minute. But these three guys have not shown much growth for AEW, right? Tony signed them to big money, and he's now given all of them championships, even though none of them are actually actively helping AEW. Now, Ospreay can help AEW. Ospreay can be the face of AEW if they use him correctly, right? Because Ospreay, even though he's been saying some stupid shit recently, is a likable guy. Okay, you want to root for him. But the other two, Okada, he came in, he wins a belt, and then he just stands in the background pulling fucking faces. And Moné hasn't really done much of anything apart from expose herself. Not in the way you think. So don't go. She may as well, but expose herself as in her character, who she is as a person, right? And nobody cares for these people, man. Nobody gives a shit. Tony signed them all to massive deals. They haven't returned on Tony's investment, but Tony doesn't care about that. Tony just wants to play with his toys, unfortunately. So those are the big three. MJF. MJF is back. He kicked Adam Cole in the balls, and then he cut a promo. Before I talk about the promo, man, I don't know. I'm going to put this on the screen for you right now. I do not know if this is a legitimate tattoo, right? It looks like one, but if this is a legitimate tattoo, and MJF has done this to himself, oh my god. The meat riding, man. How many people can you say that... Does Undertaker have a WWE tattoo? No. Does Stone Cold have one? No. Right? All these guys who stayed loyal to WWF/WWE, they don't have tattoos of the company, right? But MJF has gone out of his way to get a tattoo for AEW, and yeah, it's sad, man. It's a sad state of affairs for MJF. His character has been completely destroyed. But we'll talk about what he said, and the most I got out of this promo was, I don't need New Japan to make MJF. I don't need Vince McMahon to make MJF. So straight away, man, he's back, and he's talking about the other company to get a pop. Classic MJF. Vintage MJF. Right? Nobody wants people in AEW to talk about WWE. It was fun at first when WWE was actually bad, right? That's when it was fun. It's not fun anymore. It's embarrassing. It's old. It's boring. It's sad. Stop talking. Vince McMahon does no longer fucking work for WWE. Okay? That's something that the AEW fans and apparently AEW seem to have missed. Seems to have gone over their heads. Vince McMahon is no longer with the company and never will be with the company ever again. He got back in last time because of the amount of stock he had. Okay, he was a big shareholder, had a lot of voting power. He doesn't have that anymore. Either all of his stock's gone, or the remainder of what stock he has is about to go. And as far as I'm aware, as long as it hasn't sold yet, the stock he does have isn't enough to have any power when it comes to voting on the board, right? So MJF, shut the fuck up, bro, right? You come back as you dressed as Triple H for Halloween, right? 2002 Triple H, and you immediately cut a promo on WWE, bro. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. You've gone and got a stupid fucking tattoo, right? I thought Ospreay's was bad, and you've just done that to yourself, bro. Why? Okay, I regret this tattoo, even though this tattoo is for something that's meaningful for me. It's a bad tattoo. It's bad, and I've got this right on my arm for everyone to see. Okay, now tattoos are for life. Yes, you can laser it off, but it's going to leave a mark. It's going to leave a scar. MJF isn't going to do anything for AEW. I mean, is Adam Cole still injured? Who the fuck's he going to feud with? Wardlow? No one's going to take that seriously. No one's going to take MJF versus any of the Undisputed Elite seriously unless it's Adam Cole, and Adam Cole will probably get injured making his fucking entrance to the match. So no one cares. And finally, the main event, and then we'll get on to Will Ospreay's comments after this. The main event. Now, I believe Jack Perry pinned Bryan Danielson, which is something I actually predicted a while ago. But a few things happened in this match, man. Darby Allin got hung upside down, so the Young Bucks could super kick him, right? Tony Khan, there's a video of Tony Khan rolling down the ramp, and you can see he is actively rolling himself, right? And Darby Allin sets Jack Perry on fire. Yeah, Darby Allin set Jack Perry on fire, and then Jack Perry pins Danielson to win the match. Makes sense. Honestly, these motherfuckers, these stupid motherfuckers, right, are burying every angle, every possible scenario in professional wrestling. Because how can you be set on fire like that and then still be around to make the pinfall? Okay? I don't know if it's ever happened in WWE. I know there's going to be some fucking AEW fan in the comments. Oh, well, this happened in WWE. I don't care. I don't care that it's not happening now. Okay? Things change. People change. Eras change. And in this era of wrestling, in this day and age, this shit don't work. If you're going to set someone on fire, keep them off TV for 6 months. Or just don't set someone on fire. Okay? But this match, from all the clips I've seen, was an absolute disaster. And yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares about this match. Nobody cares about the people in this match. They're probably going to have a rematch for Blood and Guts. Nobody's going to care about that match. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody fucking cares. And it's going to continue that way. They main evented over the world champion. Shows how much they value the world champion. I don't even know who won that match, man. I'm assuming Swerve won, because I haven't seen any outrage that he's lost. But AEW Double or Nothing, man. One positive thing, everything else is just a fucking negative. Again, right? And it's the same thing. Now, before anyone comes at me, WWE did this, I actively criticise WWE pretty much every week. If you do not believe me, please go and watch my WrestleMania Night 1 review. I am very angry in that video. Angry because I did not like a lot of things that happened that night. But that doesn't suit your narrative, does it, AEW fans? You just want to defend, and that's not what real fans do. Real fans criticise the thing that they are a fan of, because that's called being a fan. Now, before we get off, I'm going to get onto Will Ospreay's comments that he made last week or something, and it was about Ricochet. And he says that the booking of Ricochet has been appalling. Okay. He says that the WWE only see Ricochet as worthy of 3 minutes of their time. Now, he's talking about WWE speed, but I don't know if Will Ospreay watches Raw, but Ricochet is usually featured on Raw every week. Now, Vince McMahon harmed Ricochet quite a bit. But the thing is, when Ricochet is given a chance to show some character, he comes across very bland, right? And I don't know if that's his fault, because he's not been given many opportunities to work on a promo in front of a live crowd. Maybe he can do something in the mirror when he's at home, but that doesn't translate to live crowd. It's a different animal. So, could Ricochet be putting in more work when it comes to character development? Yes. Could WWE put in more work when it comes to booking Ricochet? Yes. But why does Will Ospreay need to go out of his way to criticise the booking of WWE? He says he wants Ricochet in AEW, right? Ricochet's never going to go to AEW because Samantha is never going to leave WWE. Ricochet's never going to leave Samantha. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if Will's been living under a rock or what, but Ricochet ain't leaving anytime soon solely because of his missus is the lead announcer, the top ring announcer in WWE right now. Ain't no way Ricochet's going anywhere. Ain't no way Samantha's going anywhere. Have your wet dream match in your dreams, Will, because Ricochet ain't coming to AEW anytime soon. Ain't happening, but let me know what you think of Double or Nothing. I mean, let me know what you think of the things I've said in this video. Obviously, if you didn't watch the show like me, I don't fucking blame you. Okay, I don't blame you whatsoever. Yeah. Who the fuck cares? Like, subscribe, follow me on X at eCrossman25. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.